It is now the end of 2020 and there's a bunch of equipment I've decided to get rid of or has been replaced. So that is what this video is all about, and let's take a look at what those items are. For item number 1, I'm starting off with one of my favorites that I used in the past, but it has been replaced by another, and that is the Fitness Reality Adjustable Bench. I have moved over to the Flybird Adjustable Bench, and the reason is because it folds and fits better into my closet when I'm not using it. However, if you're looking for a cheap adjustable bench that can still fold, just not as well, I highly recommend the Fitness Reality Adjustable Bench, as it does hold up to 800 pounds, where the bench I'm moving to only holds 620. So depending on your end goals and how much money you have, this bench might be perfect for you, but I will be getting rid of it moving into 2021. Moving on, we have resistance bands, and this is the first of a few of them, but our only loop style band I'm getting rid of is the UnderSun resistance bands. I did end up snapping the X small band quite a while ago, never got it replaced. I still may if I decide to sell these in full, but anyway, these bands I'm just not using because I think the wad fitters overall are a better buy for my money. So essentially these ones have been replaced by the wad fitters, and I will be getting rid of these orange bands moving into 2021. Next up we have our tube style bands, and the first one I will be covering here are the Black Mountain resistance bands. If you watched my past review, you'll know that the Black Mountain resistance bands were not my favorite right out of the box. They are a bit flimsier and feel like they're going to break a lot easier in my hands, as well as they were not the same resistance as my What If It resistance bands, which got me by surprise after opening the box. So because of that, this is probably my least favorite product I bought in all of 2020, and it's the main reason I will be getting rid of this resistance band set. The next resistance bands I will be getting rid of, but actually just giving to my wife, are the U-Powex resistance bands. Now I used these bands for a very long time, and I actually think they are very high quality. The only reason I'm not using them anymore is because I'm using the What If It resistance bands, which are really identical and just as good as the U-Powex bands, but are about half the cost right now. So I'm putting the cheaper items, if they're the same, on my website for you to buy, because I don't want you to be spending thousands and thousands to build a home gym. I want the cheaper items, if they are the same quality, to be the ones that you go for. So who knows, there are other resistance bands I will be testing in 2021, but as of the ones I'm getting rid of in 2020, I am going to be moving on with the What If It resistance bands over the U-Powex bands. Alright, moving on to doorway pull-up bars. Our first one that we have is the Perfect Fitness Multi-Gym Doorway Pull-Up Bar Compact Edition. Now the Compact Edition is one of the first doorway pull-up bars that actually had door frame padding on it right out of the box. It didn't protect the door 100%, but did better than most of the other ones, which left really dark black markings and even indented some of the doors. So this is one of the first ones that actually did some improvements on protecting my door frame overall. At this time though, when I moved from California to Texas, I actually lost the bolts that go into the pull-up bar. So when I got to Texas, I couldn't actually put it together, so it's all in parts now. So if I actually wanted to sell this, I would have to buy probably the extra bolts to put together, or I'll just sell it for parts if someone wants to do it that way, or just trash it all together, who knows. But honestly, this pull-up bar wasn't the worst one I've ever bought, but it's also not as good as the current ones I own, which is the Elite version, which I'll get to in a bit. The next doorway pull-up bar I will be getting rid of is the Perfect Fitness Multi-Gym Doorway Pull-Up Bar Pro Edition. Now the Pro version is very good and almost perfect. The only thing I'd like them to add is that it has the grips, or the foam grips, at the standard pull-up width position. For some reason they decided to leave this off, so when you're doing normal pull-ups, it can get kind of slippery if your hands are all sweaty, but it wasn't that bad overall, and they have the grips in the other positions, including the very wide, as well as like the hammer and chin-ups. But just know, this pull-up bar is very good, but I am moving on to the Elite, which I think is by far my favorite and perfect overall for my home gym. Alright, now moving on to my last two items, which are kind of expensive. The first one will be the Crossrope jump ropes and all of the jump ropes that I own. The main reason I'm getting rid of this product is just because it's way too expensive for me to recommend. Yes, they are quality jump ropes. I mentioned this in all the reviews I've done for them. They're quality, great jump ropes. I really like them. However, there's no way I can recommend someone paying $100 for even two of these jump ropes. They're nice, they're great in your hands, they feel good overall, weighted well. However, it's kind of gimmicky that they try and sell you on heavy ropes when really it's a cardio-based equipment. And again, they're just way too expensive for me to recommend to really anybody, except for someone who might have the money to actually spend and use for this product. It's not going to get you good muscle building results. Again, it's cardio-based, so it's more of a fat burning, heart rate increasing type of exercise, but it's just something I can't recommend overall because of that pricing, and that really hurts me. So if they ever lowered the price, maybe, but right now I can't recommend it. And I will be keeping my DEGOL, or Daigle, if that's how you say it, jump rope, which is like $10 or $12. So I'm not really doing jump roping all that much right now, but if I decide to do it in my training, that's when I would pull out the jump rope and use it, and I just use the cheap like $10 to $20 rope. And the other product I'm going to get rid of that's an ab roller wheel is the SWZVWY abdominal wheel. You may not have heard of this one before. It was a pretty cheap one overall. Not the worst product I've ever used, really. It's actually a decent ab roller wheel. The wheel is just a little too small, so my knuckles would sometimes touch like the rug on the floor. Other than that, it still worked well. But again, I won't be doing ab rollouts in my training anymore, and that's why I'm getting rid of this one as well. So that is it on all the equipment I'm getting rid of going into 2021. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe to GamerBody for more videos just like this one. Also, make sure you head over to GamerBody.com. There you can check out my home workout program, the equipment I own and use. I've just updated it to have a discontinued, so I'll be adding these items to the discontinued page. If you would like to still use them and take a look at them, they'll be there. And then you can also take a look at the information I'm learning from to continue to build muscle and confidence, all from the comfort of home. And that's it. So again, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Be fit and game on.